So this is the rest of the flower animation. I thought I was going to make the flower like fly away, but then I thought it would be kind of fun to like make it turn upside down. And then I kind of ran out of time. So that's where I was. And this is 30 frames, so it's, it's okay. I probably could have done a little bit more with it, but you guys will have more time in class to work on it. Anyway, I've got enough for what I want to submit. So these are my 30 frames. That's my animation. The flower kind of grows, and then it kind of falls over, and then it kind of inverts. And I don't know, maybe I would make it like flip off screen or do something else. Anyway, I've got my 30 frames. I'm ready to export. I'm going to go over a couple things that you might want to look at before you export. So we talked about the size. If you go to this resize menu and you realize that you forgot to resize it, or you want to resize it, one thing that you can do is if you click resize canvas content, you can actually size the animation up or down, and it'll keep the same hard lines of the pixels. So if you export it and you think it looks small, you can resize it and then export it again. So that's an option there. Another thing you can do is mine has like a lot of like space around it, which is fine, but if you want to get rid of that space, there's a, where is it? There's a crop tool right here. So it's in this transform menu. Click on the plus, and then if you hit crop, it's going to cut out all the extra space from the frames. So it'll look basically the same, but it's just going to take out the extra space. So you don't need to do that. I'm actually going to undo it because I like having the square image for my animated GIF. But if you want to do that, you can. So once you've got your animation in a place where you're ready to export it, you just click on this export menu here. And for today, we're creating an animated GIF. So that's the first option right here. And you can actually scale it up if you want to. If you want to make it bigger, you can do that again here. And that'll do the same thing. It'll scale it up. It'll keep the hard edges, so it won't like look blurry. So you can scale it up. 128 by 128 is not very large, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be huge. If you want to scale it up a bit, you could do that. Maybe I'll do 256 by 256. That's fine. You don't have to. That's just an option. And then you can leave the loop repeatedly on if you want your GIF to repeat the way an animated GIF typically does. And then just click download. And then it'll bring up a normal dialog box. You can put it wherever you want. I'm going to put mine in my desktop for now, and I just call it flower animation.gif, and I'm going to click save. And so that's really all you have to do there. One thing that you may notice if you're looking at the file explorer, so if I go here, go to the desktop, you may notice on your computer, if you're on Windows, you may not see these extensions like .gif and .piskel. Windows by default hides those extensions. It's going to be pretty helpful for you to be able to see those extensions. So if you want to see those, you go to View, and you can turn file name extensions on or off. So I usually like to have this on because it allows me to see if it's a GIF or a JPEG or a PNG, all these different types of files that we need to know what type they are to know where they go, and what we can edit with them and stuff like that. Something I'll cover a lot throughout the semester, so that's just an option that you might want to add. All right, I'm gonna stop.